Okay. Let me stabilize this a bit. Okay, here we are. We will be doing an unboxing today, and I'm extremely chuffed about this. I've been dilly-dallying on this for a while now. I'm a Victorinox fanboy. For those of you that are new here, my billions of subscribers will already know this. But this box has a couple of Leatherman products. I love multi-tools, high quality multi-tools. The only two brands that make it, in my opinion, are Victorinox and Leatherman. I have very few Leatherman products, but there are some. I have a Surge, I have a Charge, I have some of their accessories like the bit kit and the bit extender and the ratchet. But most of what I have are Victorinox products. I have about 100, a little over that, Victorinox products. This, what I don't have is a Wave, and because I came upon some money recently, I decided to treat myself with that. But not just that, the shop that I bought this from also had an excellent deal for a headlamp of a brand called Leatherman, which is a subsidiary of Leatherman. And the one that I bought is a Leatherman MH8, which is not exactly the highest end, but I have another MH8 which I bought a couple of years ago for a higher price than the one that I got on this from this shop at this time. So I was chuffed about it. So it's about 3,600 rupees in August 2022, which is an excellent price for that product. It's a very I don't have much experience with headlamps, the only real headlamp I've owned, but I really like it. It works very well. It's extremely comfortable on the head, and I wanted to get one more to give to my girlfriend if we ever go camping, as I hope to someday soon with her. This little patch here is where I've cut out my address already because, well, such is life now, YouTube and everything. And since I'm a beautiful, dainty actress, I may have a stalker. So let's cut this open. You can share in my joy and my yammering. I wanted to make this a 4K 60 FPS video, but my phone's been giving me trouble of late. And this is so it's become my backup phone, and my main phone is being repaired. So I cannot make a video in there. Yeah, let's get started. Let's center this a bit. I hope it's centered. Okay, so at this point I'm going to pause the video so you don't have to sit through me cutting this through all of this. Okay, I've cut through it. I'll get rid of the gunk and and I'll clean this blade later, but knife safety first. Let's close it. Let's set this aside, and here we are. So you're going to catch my reaction about the Leatherman Wave. This is the MH8, very good work light. I've used this extensively. I have another piece at home. I think I got the price I did for this one because this is an old stock that's lying with them, and I don't mind that at all. But this video is not about this one. Although, if any of you want it, you can recommend it. You can ask me for it in the comments. I really like this piece. Very comfortable, bright enough. But there's also the fact that I don't know better as of now. I've only tried this and a lesser model of this company called the MH4, I think, and I rather like this one. But I wonder if my cat will be interested in these. Okay, this is a Leatherman Wave Plus. I got an excellent price relative to the current price in India at other mainstream shops. Compared to that, I got it for a couple of thousand rupees less, at least 1,000 or 1,200 rupees less, sorry. So I'm very happy about that. The box is a bit narrower than I was expecting. Okay, I have to remember to center the center this in the frame. Okay, so let's see. Oh, am I doing this wrong? Okay, so we can see that there is no, the seal has already been opened. Not too happy about that. I didn't open the seal. Okay. Oh, it's really small. It's kind of heavy for how big it is. Yeah, it's quite heavy for how big it is. There's no rust on it, and I'm happy about that. There's some fiber from here, I think. Okay. This is a ply-based tool. I've seen photographs of where people have reported that they were able to. Well, there must be some really strong people, honestly, who they press really hard on this and ow. Oh, it catches. Oh yeah, I forgot. Surge has that too. Okay, sorry. So there must be some really strong people who have broken through these pliers. I don't think I'll be that strong. I mean, not unless I was working with them constantly and had gotten stronger with doing that as a result. I think for most people it's not going to happen. I think it's an extraordinary occurrence, if I'm not wrong. So definitely, ow, okay. I think I'm more used to any hotspots it must have because I saw it in the Surge. The first time I saw a Leatherman product was a Surge, and at that time I was pretty surprised by the hotspots, but now I'm used to it. So, but I like how shiny it is. I like how, because I have a black Surge and I don't have any silver tools of Leatherman, so I like the color and look. They seem kind of small. Let's see now. A good test for scissors is if it can cut through plastic. Yeah, that's fine. I've had instances on the scissors of the Surge where it wouldn't go through plastic as easily. They're heavy-duty scissors relative to scissors and other ply-based multi-tools, but it wouldn't go through plastic unless I pushed it sideways into the arm that I was pushing down to get the blades to come in close contact to cut through that plastic. But I don't have to do any such thing here. It goes through fine. So I think these scissors are better for finer tasks than Surge's scissors, for example. So if you want to trim your mustache, if you want to trim your mustache, this thing is useful. I think the material this is made of makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sure if I'll put a lot of pressure on it. I will. Oh, that's a nice snap. Look at that. That's a really nice click. It's a very nice snap. I am more happy with this purchase than I was with my black Surge. I think I was very surprised and shocked at the hotspots at that time. I was new to it, relative to Victorinox plier-based multi-tools, and there were my hands and fingers. My hand and fingers were going dark. There was some black residue on it from the black oxide coating, which is to be expected, but I didn't because I have black Victorinox pliers based tools, and it doesn't happen with them. But relative to that experience, I'm definitely more happy with this. And I have to say something. There is one area where I think, even though I don't agree with it, but I think for me personally, but there's one area where I think this kind of pliers-based multi-tool is good for some people, or is better for some people than Victorinox's pliers-based multi-tool, and that is when you see, I don't like carrying blades that look like weapons because I'm a large guy for my race and generation in my country, and the laws are quite open to interpretation, where any law enforcement officer can take this away from me if they think that I'm anything of I look like a threat to the community. They don't. That's good enough. If they feel that I may be threatening, they can take it. It's up to them, and then it's difficult to get it back. And not just that, my objective of carrying multi-tools is to be and look and to be somebody who seems and is very helpful, which can be a little bit less so when you have blades that look like this. But there are people who don't have that, who think differently, and us, like for example, people who are smaller in stature and height, not stature, height, and presence, who might quite appreciate having a weapon-like blade on them in case of a situation of self-defense. My girlfriend, for example, or some of my friends who are short and sprightly, if I may say so. They're going to kick my ass. They are short and small, but they don't lack in temper, let me tell you that. Anyway, so if they had a multi-tool that could double up as something that can deter a potential attacker, they may appreciate it. I don't want that specifically. I prefer my blades to be blunt. In fact, my Swiss Army, my Victorinox pliers-based multi-tools, the one I like the best is the Spirit with XC model with what is called the butter knife, which doesn't have a point at all of this type. It does have there is a pointed edge, and you can cut through packaging with it. I've done it many times, but it's not. You probably couldn't stab with it, and you can stab with this. So, friends of mine there are some friends of mine who may appreciate this, and this becomes a lethal cutting setup if you are in a position of where you need to defend yourself. Yeah, pretty. I like it. I'm glad I purchased it for myself. Oh, is there a sheath? Okay, good. There is sheath. It's a pretty basic sheath. You know, I don't know if it's the way I fold it. It kind of, that hurts right there. It's a sheath with a button. I'm happy about that. I didn't get that with the Surge, I think, if I recollect correctly. Okay, that's it. This video has gone on for too long. My first impressions. This is one of the things that I would give to people if I were to give something like this, actually. And I'm saying this more so than the charge for some reason. I have to figure out why I think that. I think the charge is a bit too premium to be usable. And this is more, to me, seems more usable. Okay, that's it.